Hey guys, Costas Tiny here with another video doing the Week 10 recap. This is the Tuesday morning after Week 10, and of course, just a reminder, we will be here either Wednesday night or Thursday morning with my Week 11 predictions. So basically the opposite of this video, but yeah, I'll make my predictions and see how often I'm right. Hopefully it is often, but this week, as you can see, 71% record, not the best. Could have done better, could have done better. But of course, we'll go over some games where it's like really, some of it was just my bad judgment. Some of it was, these games were lost by slim margins. So we'll break down each game. Uh, and we'll go from the top of the list down to the bottom. But I've been doing this every week. You can check out my other videos on the channel. And people have been really enjoying them. So I've been enjoying making them. I know I took a week off because I was cramming for finance, my financial class, and it's really tricky. But we passed everything. We aced the presentation. We passed the exam. So it's all good things. It's all good things. So Thursday night football, Cincinnati versus Baltimore. Picked Baltimore on that. Cincinnati was mounting a comeback, went for two, did not get it, so Baltimore wins by one on that one. Didn't really see much of it. I was working half the game, and then the other half, it was just the second half. I had it as background noise. I wasn't really paying attention too much to it, but yeah, I could have predicted it. I think Cincinnati is just one of those years where they're not that bad as the record states, but it is what it is. You can't, you know, it's a tough year for Cincinnati. Of course, my Giants, we went to play the Arizona Cardinals. We played the Carolina Panthers in Munich in the Allianz Arena. I went with Carolina here, and Carolina did come through. The Giants are going to be Giants, man. They're just sloppy football. It's semi-professional at this point. Um, Good news is that Daniel Jones is his position on the team is being reconsidered by Brian Dable, but to be honest with you guys, I'm not happy until the general manager Joe Shane, head coach Brian Dable, and of course Daniel Jones are all out of this organization. We're going to do it big. We're going to be at Twin Peaks. The beers will be flowing, and I will be stuffing my face with the best food you can get. So we're not happy until that happens. But I guess Daniel Jones not being the quarterback anymore is something to celebrate. It's not exactly what I want, but we're getting to that stage. We're one step closer to my final goal with this team. But uh, I I'm not rooting. I want to make it clear I'm not rooting for my Giants to lose. I would never do that. But it's just I watch the Giants the days I'm off and I can watch the Giants. I'm watching them and I'm just laughing. It's comedy hour. It's yeah, it's all you can do is laugh. You can't really, you know, be mad. The players suck. They should know that, you know. It's not I have no expectations and it's not like, "Oh, I have no expectations and I'm still disappointed." It's just, all you can do is laugh. We're in our clown age, clown era, I guess you can say, but it's never ending. The Falcons went to New Orleans. I went with the Falcons, got that one wrong. Close game though, but New Orleans with their interim coach, the former special teams coordinator, looks like they have a bit of juice in them. Maybe will last another game, but after that, I'm still going to be picking against the Saints for the rest of the season. The Pats against Chicago. This was more the Chicago Bears took a shit than the Pats won this game. But yeah, Chicago, I'm done with you. I have no hope. That offensive line is atrocious. Dude, they did fire their offensive coordinator, so I guess we might see, better things from Chicago, but wow, what a season. What a season. Do you guys have like an amazing roster, a roster I would kill to have, and you still fucked it up? Only in Chicago. Pittsburgh against Washington. Great game, but Pittsburgh won. And of course, the Commanders, they were in this game. What was the rushing yards for Jaden Daniels was so low. The Steelers defense did a great job, and they only won by one. So that should tell you, the Commanders, they're here to stay. They're not some mirage in the distance. They deserve they deserve the praise. 5 yards. They kept them to 5 yards on 3 carries. Jaden Daniels. So the Steelers did good. Steelers are now 7-2, and the Commanders are 7-3. I'm telling you, the Commanders are going to be a good. We're going to be a good team in the summer. I said it all off season, and it's good to see that I was right. I have nothing against the Commanders. I know they're division rivals of ours, but they beat us twice in the same year, and yeah, uh, they had their clown era. Now the Giants have to go through theirs, even though they've been going through theirs for what seems like a very long time. But yeah, I went with Washington. Wasn't a bad pick. They lost by one. I'm not gonna kick myself over this prediction at all. The Vikings the Vikings against Jacksonville. Um, Mac Jones starting for Jacksonville, which was interesting. Could have told you that was gonna happen eventually, but the Vikings defense really won them that game. So many forced turnovers. Good for them. Brian Flores will always have my respect. That was an easy win, to be honest. I could have been a trap game because, of course, you're going from a dome team's going to sweaty Florida, but they managed their own. Denver against Kansas City. Kansas City, like I said, the costless tight end phrase. The Chiefs have a horseshoe stuck up their ass, and it's very, very true. They should have lost. A blocked field goal is what kept them from losing this game. Of course, the big game, of course, in week 11 next week is going to be the Chiefs going to Buffalo, which let's see. If the Chiefs win that, then that is just like we're talking about, luck, and now we're talking about something far more sinister going that's happening in Kansas City because they're good. Don't get me wrong, but the way they're winning these games is just fucking fraudulent. They're just scamming their way through this season. It's hilarious. Um, the Niners going to Tampa. This could have been a trap game, but the Niners secure the win with a last-minute field goal from Moody after he missed some, and then he got told off by Deebo Samuel, which was funny. But yeah, that this was also a close game, but San Francisco wins it. Buffalo going to Indy. Buffalo wins. Indy has no. Indy's a mess. They benched the quarterback. They're probably gonna bring back Richardson now. It's a shit show up in there in Indy. Uh, Tennessee Titans going to LA to take on the Chargers. Chargers win that. Just boring. Chargers win. They're gonna run the ball. I think Herbert only threw the ball 18 times. It's crazy. But it's professional football. I will give Harbaugh that. But it's not like he's entertaining the people in LA. That's for sure. Um, the Jets get against the Cardinals. Could have seen this a mile away. Um, Cardinals win that, and Cardinals are number one. Are first in the NFC West, which is crazy because you have the Niners, you have the Seahawks, and you have the Rams, and they're number one. So good for them. Good for them. And Kyler Murray's been undefeated since Black Ops 6 has come out, which is probably the most surprising part of it. Philadelphia against Dallas. Do we really need to talk about the Cowboys? Their season's so fucking cooked. Uh, just like the four turnovers they've had, I think it was 4 or 3. They look like the New York Giants. They look like the New York Giants, and it's fun. It's funny to see their downfall, but it's just like they're so pathetic. It's kind of like cruel to laugh at. If they were just losing games like a normal team, I would laugh. But the way they're just falling apart in front of our eyes is absolutely insane. Philadelphia could have just played Kenny Pickett at quarterback, and they would have won this game by the same margin. Like they could have played Pickett the whole game, and it would have been the same outcome. Detroit against Houston. Did not watch this game. I'm going to be honest, I worked late on Sunday, so I can't really give you my thoughts. But the fact that Goff had like what? How many interceptions did Goff have here? It was something ridiculous. I do know that. I do know that. Let me see. 5 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, 50% completion percentage, and they still won. That's crazy. Now, the Lions are probably one of my picks to make it deep into the playoffs, and obviously slow, but man, the Texans, I don't know if they have to go to Dallas or if they're going to go to Houston. Either way, I think it's going to be a Houston Texans friendly atmosphere, whether it's in Dallas or in Houston, because I know those Cowboys fans are selling their tickets, you know, but they should be able to bounce back against Dallas. But Houston 6-4. Where are they in the standings for the AFC South? They're still first because the AFC South is ass. You got the Colts at 4-6, and then Tennessee at 2-7, Jacksonville at 2-8. So Houston knows that they're going to be hosting a playoff game, but of course, going to the season, I think they were looking for at least one of the top two seeds in the AFC, and they're not going to get it for sure. I can guarantee you that. And the last game last night, Miami versus the Rams. Miami wins. Miami wins. I was expecting a lot worse from Tua, but Tua was just, wasn't too crazy. I know he was trying to tackle some guy head first, which was funny. It was objectively funny. I know he has concussion issues and health problems, but the fact that this guy's still reckless like that is kind of funny, I will admit. But the Rams, the Rams are a tricky one. They're a good team on paper, but they're just not getting they're not getting the job done as consistently as I would like. So we'll revisit the Rams at a later date. But yeah, not the best week we've had this season, but not horrible, not horrible. But we'll move on to week 11. Like I said, I'll see you either late Wednesday night or early Thursday morning. Well, I'll predict every game in week 11. Giants have an off week, so I don't have to subject myself to that bullshit. And yeah, looking forward to it. I appreciate you guys. If you made it this far into the video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. I've been enjoying doing this series. Hopefully, you've been enjoying it just as much as I've been making the enjoyment I get from making these videos. So, just a big shout out to everyone that's been supporting the channel. I'm in this, to close it out here, I just want to give you guys some personal thoughts of my channel. I'm in this weird situation where I made this channel to talk about sports, and then this became a channel dedicated to a local soccer team in the area. Then that soccer team closed down, so I'm trying to get back into doing general sports and just seeing what sticks. It's like making spaghetti, throwing a noodle on the wall to see what sticks. And yeah, so I like what I've been getting out, the feedback I've been getting from the NFL recaps and predictions. I will definitely keep doing it for forever, but yeah, it's just once this NFL season ends, I do worry. I do worry what I'm gonna do because I do watch the other pro American sports. I watch base. You can see I'm a huge Yankees fan. NBA, I watch it too, but I feel like with that, there's people that do a better job covering those sports than I do. NFL, I think it's just anyone could talk about it. It's you don't have to be an expert. You know, as you can see, I'm not an expert in the league, and I've been doing very well in the predictions most of the week. So that's what I like about doing NFL content. So if you guys want to help me out, comment what you would want me to cover once this NFL season's over. You know, I'm planning to do coverage on another soccer team, but you know, we'll revisit that at a later date. But yeah, just give me guys give me a comment if you have any ideas, because I'm all ears to be honest. But thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Kazakhstan out. I have to go to school now. Go study some more finance. Very, very fun.
It's useless.
I'm working outside.
Penny X.